50, 45. There goes Davis.
Oh, my God.
Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal back. He ran it back 109 yards. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Holy cow. Oh, my God. Auburn wins. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl in the most unbelievable fashion you will ever see.
Oh, welcome in, everyone, to a later edition of the Dream Wage, episode 557. Kid, welcome home. How was the trip? How was the birthday? Look red.
Yeah, I'm definitely burnt. Last few days at the resort was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. First day, the first day I was there, I think we did the AP, if not the second. Had a great weekend. Birthday was great. Had tremendous dinners every night, going to like these fancy restaurants. I don't, you know me. So eating good every night was great, but it was a great weekend overall. Shout out Secret Royals Resorts. No free shout outs, but it was that good.
Back to reality tomorrow?
Yeah. Early start, 5 a.m.
5 a.m. Welcome back. I love it. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. Birthday was good?
It was great, though. It was nice seeing my dad. If people don't know, my dad lives out there, so it was nice spending time with him. Also, like Justin's parents, they retired out there. Haven't seen them in over a year, so I went over their house. It was just a great time spending, time with family.
Nice. Going back for Christmas?
No.
In a few more months.
I thought about next year.
Yeah,
maybe
next year, maybe. But good to have you back. Okay, we had a hell of a weekend. I know you were out there living your best life, but we'll talk about the weekend. Hey, kid, we're finally done with the 2 days. Today is the last two teams, Seahawks and the 49ers. And programming alert as well. We are back to 3 days, so we'll be back Wednesday because, kid, Thursday Night Football, we start the season this week. It's been a long journey, but we are finally here. So we'll be back Wednesday for Thursday plays. Can't wait. And yeah, we'll have picks for baseball for Tuesday.
Hopefully
Ice cold.
Hopefully my studio it probably won't be, but I'm gonna try to at least have one or two things on the wall.
One thing's football-y. Just one. Maybe like Ray.
Something. Yeah.
Or Ray Lewis, excuse me.
Yeah. Come on now. Maybe the Ray Lewis jersey.
Yeah. But kid, I guess I'll fill you in. I guess the story of the weekend, I think it had to be, and I'm sorry it comes at your dispense, but Florida State beating Alabama 31-17. I honestly, kid, I know everyone's like Kellen DeBoer, don't go back to Tuscaloosa. I thought it had more to do with Florida State than Alabama, if I'm being honest. They beat them in the trenches up front. I never saw an Alabama team get out. Nick Saban would not let this happen. I promise you.
I got out, coach. Well, what I didn't see much. It was a piece of shadow for me, but what I saw, they got out coached still. So shout out FSU. Got to give them credit here, putting up a huge upset. Funny story, I told you about it, Dale.
Yeah.
It was a guy at the resort. I think his name is Ted, from Florida, moved to South Carolina. He had an FSU hat on, right? Nice cap on, in the pool, right? And we started talking about, I was like, yeah, it's not looking good for you guys tomorrow, right? He's like, yeah, I know. But realistically, what are we going to do? We're still going to watch, right? I said, yeah. Next day, he sees me in the pool. He just looks at me, points at his cap, and I point back and started laughing. So I'm pretty sure his name was Ted. Honestly, we had a crazy Friday, so it's hard to remember if his name was Ted. But shout out him.
Shout out everybody in Tallahassee. They stormed the field. Our first storm field
storming
chase.
of the field. Yeah.
Storming of the field. Thank you. I'm fucking lost too. But
did they take down the goalpost?
No. So, and what kind of a storm field is that if you don't take down the goalpost?
You wasn't that excited to beat Alabama.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say. That's Alabama now.
I mean, Tommy Castellanos, the quarterback for Florida State, was talking a lot of shit over in the offseason. Give him credit. You got to tip your hat. The kid backed it up. 9 for 14, 152 yards. He ran for 78 yards. I don't mind your quarterback, Ty Simpson. I thought the first drive was very scripted and he looked good. My problem with that was you really find out about a quarterback when it goes off script. He did not look good after it. It didn't look good for Alabama after that. It just looked like FSU physically outmanned Alabama. And Bama, I don't want to say this because it's only one game, but man, Bama looks like they're turning into a finesse West Coast team. And that's bad. We know the SEC to be hard-nosed fucking football, and that shouldn't happen. The way Alabama recruits, that just should never happen. So shout out Mike Norvell, Gus Malzone, fucking OC. He was dicing them up out there, man. He really was. They beat him in the trenches. They ran for over 200 yards against you guys. Under 100 rushing yards for Alabama. They just outmanned you. And I was watching it in disbelief. I was like, I don't think I've seen Alabama get outmanned in years. And it was a sight for sore eye. I think they'll be fine, but hey, Florida State might be back, kid.
Might be back.
So yeah, big win for them. I thought that was the highlight of Saturday. Outside of that, we got to talk about it. Reigning, defending national champs. Everyone wrote us off. $1 million better here. $500,000 big bets are coming in on Arch Manning. Please. He looked terrible. Not going to use the B word, buzz, because I think he'll be fine, but
come on, don't go there now.
No, but you should watch the first couple series.
No. I watched this. This is the most highlights I saw all weekend. I told you I was going to be loaded for this one. 38 yards through the first 3 quarters. Come on now. Arch Manning, you're better than that. I understand Ohio State, loaded defense still. They're the defending champs, rightfully so, in a tough environment. But there's no way, as the number 1 ranked team, as this much hype around you, I forgot the exact number, but you had 38 passing yards going into the fourth quarter. To me, though, that was unacceptable. The game wasn't the game I expected. Even though I wasn't able to watch it, I expected a little more from both offenses. So, Dill, shout out Ohio State. We both got this one right. But Arch Manning, I'm not gonna hit the panic button, Dill. But all I'm gonna say is, you have to show up these next few weeks. Have to show up.
100%. I mean, the first patch.
The defense did its job. Shout out Texas defense. They did a phenomenal job. But, Dill, Arch Manning for these next few weeks have to show up.
Horns down for the whole week. I mean, the first pass, he skipped them. There were a lot of bad passes where his feet just weren't underneath him. Now, he did make some good throws. I'll give him that. He did make some good throws in the fourth quarter. But, I mean, it just wasn't good. Shout out Caleb Downs, best defensive player in the country for Ohio State. Our secondary, I mean, it was Alcatraz. They were just locking them down. And Texas defense played much better than I thought. I'll give them that. Hand up. They're going to be just fine, Texas. But let's not say, no pun intended, Julian Sayin was the better quarterback. He looked like the spot wasn't big for him. 13 for 20, 126 yards, and he made big-time throws. Shout out Cardell Tate, big touchdown. Jeremiah Smith, he'll be fine. He had a couple drop passes, but I think he'll be fine. I love the 1-2 punch with C.J. Donaldson and James People. Think we'll be fine running the ball. What I think Texas should do, and not trying to give them some advice, but a lot of RPO. I did not expect Arch Manning to run for the first time in the second quarter. And it didn't look like Sark had a great game plan either. I thought that was his worst game, his play calling at University of Texas. So a lot of things broke right. And you know what they say, like last year, 4th and goal on the 1 when Ohio State stopped Penn State. If you can't get it in at the 1 yard line, you don't deserve to win the game. It would reminisce of Ohio State, Penn State last year. We stopped them then. And our defense, man, we almost pitched a shutout. But Julian's saying you could tell the lights weren't big for him. Arch Manning, first true road test at the shoe, tough environment, but you had to play better. It didn't look like because Texas defense is good. It looked like they didn't, like the reps weren't there in practice for my eyes. You know what I mean? When you watch a quarterback and you're like, what was he doing? Was the defense going after him in practice? Like, if he looked like this during the game, what do you think he looked like during practice? That's my take. That's what I was thinking. And you mentioned the second quarter. There were more commercials than him than passing yards at one point. That's bad.
That's bad.
So, hey, if you still like Arch Manning for Heisman, you're gonna get a much better number now. After last
great
week.
number, but we'll see. Though I think.
Hey, shout out North Carolina. They just scored.
Shout out Bill Belichick. Got the boys moving.
Got
the boys moving. Defense is about to shut it down, by the way.
Yeah. Other than that, kid, I think the another really big storyline for Saturday had to have been LSU.
Yeah.
Holy
Big
shit, man.
Statement before the game.
Big. Oh, you better fucking win.
Yeah.
If you got your boys coming and wearing 1-0 before the game even started, you better show up. And they did. Shout out LSU. Did you watch any highlights of that game?
Yeah, that was the game because it was the night game, so I was able to catch just like a quarter, maybe not even a quarter, half a quarter, Dale. So shout out LSU. Love the fact that they came out with the 1-0 shirts early on, faced adversity down at half, still able to pull this out at LSU. Give Clemson credit. I think Clemson will be just fine. I'm not going to overreact, but I think LSU, Dale, might be serious this year. To me, that was an impressive week 1 road game. I did not expect that. Out of all the underdogs that won this week 1 deal, I did not expect LSU to walk into Clemson. You know me, I'm not high on Clemson, especially these last couple of seasons. But I did not expect that victory. Shout out LSU. Shout out the Tigers.
Yeah, they got the job done, 17-10. I like the quarterback for LSU, Gus Nussmeier. He's my dark horse for Heisman this year. I really think they could win the SEC LSU this year. I think that finally they got the bug off of the winning opening day, going into Death Valley and beating a top 5 school in Clemson who is loaded. Cade Klubnik. You got Adam Randall, who's really good. Brian Wisco Jr. is pretty good as well. Defensively, they got a bunch of guys that we will be seeing on Sunday. To go there and beat Dabo, hell of a job by LSU, man. They got a bunch of turnovers, and late they winded up scoring. So love that. And although, by the way, that's a catch. I know they called it back. Did you see that?
The one on the sideline?
Yeah,
that's what I was able to watch.
That's a touchdown.
That was a touchdown, yes.
As a defensive player in high school, that is a touchdown. They got hosed for that. But other than that, I thought those were the 3 highlights of week 1 or of this weekend. Anything, I know you weren't really watching, but anything that caught your eye?
I'm going to be honest, that pick 6 late in the game by Nevada for the backdoor cover. I know that was brutal.
Oh, yeah.
I know that was brutal. So
Brutal.
Contender for bad beat of the weekend. Because I guarantee that fucked up a lot of parlays.
Shout out Miami, the U. Big win at home against Notre Dame. I did not expect that. Miami's offense does look good. They might be back as well. But overall, 17 bets for week 1, kid. 9-7. If North Carolina covers, plus 3.5, 10-7. Not bad. How did you do?
I'm about to check right now. I'm going to be honest, I haven't even checked them.
Well, we know we got there with Ohio State, kid.
We know we got there with Ohio State right now.
Let's see what you got.
1-1. Looking to go 2-1.
Okay.
With USC plus 3.5.
Yeah. Shout out Bill. Big drive.
And after that, Matt Rule did not look good.
No.
Did not look good. I expected more, especially offensively from Dylan on the road. I understand Friday night, Cincinnati. Not pretty tough. Not the hardest team on the road, but at the end of the day, I expected more from the offense of Nebraska. So Matt Rule, I thought you would have got there. I knew I would had to be worried about something.
Yeah.
Right before the game, it dropped to 5.5. I was
you didn't like that move. Yeah.
I went into
honestly,
dinner.
they didn't really play well. They got the job done, but they should have covered that game. Real quick before we get to our last two teams, Cowboys, they give Deron Bland a 4-year, $92 million extension. That's pretty big, kid. I did not expect that for the Cowboys after what we just saw from Jerry Jones. But were you surprised they gave Deron Bland? I didn't even think he was. I don't want to be disrespectful, but he's definitely not a top 5. I didn't even think he was a top 10 corner.
Don't get me wrong. He does. He had a tremendous season a couple of years ago. 2 seasons ago when Trevon Diggs torn his ACL. He broke the NFL record for the most pick sixes in NFL history by a DB or safety. So got him credit. Give him credit on that. I think he led the team in interceptions in last year as well. So back-to-back seasons leading the team in interceptions. So don't get me wrong. It's a little rich. I think so. But I think I'm not going to say he earned. Honestly, he probably earned that money. I'm going to say he earned that money. So shout out to Rob Brand and his family. And I'm going to be honest. I think Jerry Jones just added a couple mil on top just to be like, fuck you. Just to say,
you think
fuck
so?
It. Yeah, why not? He got it.
He
just saved $200 million.
Yeah, but they need to stop having Jerry do things. He's bugging.
No, I absolutely. I think I always wonder why.
Yeah.
Especially the last 25 years. Think about it. They haven't reached an NFC Championship game in our lifetime. I think the last time was 96?
Something like that.
So 96. So since we've been able to watch football, the Cowboys has never reached the NFC Championship game. But they have aspirations on doing so every single year. So give credit to Jerry Jones on that part. But how come y'all don't hire a general manager? Jerry, you can't do it all. You cannot do it all, especially at 83, I believe. And I think Stephen Jones, shout out Stephen Jones, I think he made a couple of picks, to get in Jerry's way that benefited him throughout the years. But I think the best way to go for the Cowboys moving forward is needing to get a general manager.
Yeah,
and not one of these, and also a head coach that you're not friends with.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it's business, not personal. It's business, Jerry.
What do you think they're gonna do? Like, do you think they're just gonna do it until the time runs out? Like,
I'll be honest, Dylan. At the end of the day, what could you tell Jerry Jones?
No, nothing. I agree. I'm just saying, but Steven has to come here and be like, bro,
who are you gonna tell your dad?
Your daddy.
I understand that though, but you never know these people, the egos there. He might be like, "You trying to kick me out of my own business, son?"
He might
take him off the wheel.
Wow.
No, you never know. Don't want to, I'm not.
Yeah, don't put words in his mouth, please.
I'm just saying, you never know. He might be like, my own son is trying to backstab me.
Wow.
Kicking me off. You never know what he could.
It might get crazy.
He might get crazy. So I just feel like Jerry's gonna do Jerry for the next couple years, and hopefully, my advice to the Jones family: hire a general manager.
Yeah.
And I guarantee the next 25 will be better than the last 25.
He just wants to control everything. If he can't control you, he's going to fire you. That's why they hired Brian Schottenheimer.
What I heard from all these, not people I know, but like throughout the years, Cowboys is run like a country club, and that's the problem.
That's the problem.
NFL team is not a country club.
I don't know if you saw, but Michael Irvin was sick. He was sad. He posted a video.
He had an interview, I think the day prior, saying
he wouldn't.
Yeah.
It was so funny. He was so sad. He goes, "I can't believe they're not gonna recover." I was crying.
You can't. At least you're able to get a couple first round picks back. And the only thing you could do is hope one of them could be as accomplished or as good of a player as Micah Parsons. And if you're able to get that with the 20-something overall pick in these next 2 years, okay, Jerry, you got it.
Why was he calling him Michael? You saw that, right?
Yeah.
I think that was on purpose, too. I'm not gonna lie.
Jerry, come on now.
And Steven goes, "It's Minka." He goes, "Yeah."
Yeah. Michael was a good player.
Yo, he's wild. When he kept calling him Michael, I go, "Yeah, he got it." Like,
yeah, he don't care.
He don't care.
At the end, what are you gonna tell Jerry Jones?
No, you can't. No, you can't. I'm not trying to tell him anything.
And same to the majority of NFL owners. What are you gonna isn't the Panthers owner a dickhead?
Oh, he's the worst. Yeah. What's his name? David Tepper.
Yeah,
David Tepper, where he poured a beer on someone.
Yeah, on
He don't give a fuck.
What are you gonna tell him? He owns it.
My thing is like some of these owners, like at a certain point, are you gonna sit there and be like, I've had fun. I made a couple. It's like they buy low and sell high. Sell it for a couple billion and run. Like that's what I would do. I mean, Cowboys are worth billions, bro.
Not for them. They say they're worth like 12 something, right?
They're richest. They keep going up.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody will buy them at like 15, like a little bit. Like,
do you think there's even one person that could singly buy it? I think it has to be a group.
It's people. Steve Ballmer. It could be any. Trust me. There's people out there. Elon. There's people out there that got it. Though. There's people out there that got it. Saudis. Anybody out
there.
The
Saudis def got it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Steve Ballmer's 153 billion.
Yeah, he got it.
He got it.
15 is light.
See, like that's I don't want to talk about another piece of money. That's just wild.
You did not know Steve Ballmer.
No, I didn't know he was that loaded.
I know. Yeah.
Do you know? Can you give me one state that has 0 billionaires?
One state that has 0. No disrespect, Iowa.
I don't know. I know. I'm gonna list of states.
No, Iowa definitely got money. I'm gonna say Wyoming.
So,
no disrespect to Wyoming.
As of early mid 2025, the states with no billionaire residents are 3. So Iowa, no. So 3, and one of them is what I knew.
What you knew? I'm gonna say Alaska.
Yes, good job. That's 1.
Okay, cool.
Hell yeah.
Maine. Midwest.
No Midwest.
No Midwest. Wow.
No.
Real money, big money. Okay, North.
1 is close.
1 is close. Billionaires. Rhode Island.
Delaware. Yeah.
Delaware's small.
Yeah, there's like 9 people there, and one of them's Joe Biden. And then
he's not a billionaire.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Watch out. And the one I knew was West Virginia. Yeah, it's a bunch of coal miners. Yeah, it's the sticks. Yeah. Shout out the good people of West Virginia. Though. My grandma's from West Virginia. Great people. But yeah, kid, that's it. All right. Before we get to our last two-a-days, we are brought to you each and every episode by Viva Tequila Seltzer, the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. Is no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and a light 4.5 ABV, Viva was the perfect drink for your post-game celebration, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavor tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks with just a kick, just like how we like our lives, whether it's Huckleberry playing around the golf with the boys or an elderberry watching Bill Belichick win his first fucking game. It doesn't matter. Our favorites pair perfectly with that Artisanal Blanco tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink. I believe here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, kid, let's get to it. Last 2 teams, we have the 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Where should we start? Let's start with the Seahawks. I think there's less to talk about with the Seahawks. Super Bowl 60-1 to win the NFC. They are 27-1 to win the division. They have the worst odds, which did surprise me, if I'm being honest, at plus 550. And their win total 7.5 to make the playoffs. Plus money, plus 172 to not make the playoffs at minus 215. Win totals at 7.5. Overs minus 145. The under is at plus 125. Kid, I'll let you go first. What do you like here for Seattle?
Give me the under, Dale. I saw under 8.5 at minus 120. So
okay.
I saw that number out there. I will even say under 7.5. Their schedule. First of all, I think they're the worst team in the division. I honestly believe that. I think the 49ers got better. I think Arizona, in my opinion, I think they're a little better. And the Rams, we all know how I think you like the Rams as well, Dale. So with Sammy D, is he an upgrade over Geno Smith? Possibly, but I got to see it in this offense still because we know Kevin O'Connell. He could dice him up. He's one of the best play callers
Mike
in all.
McDonald.
No, I'm talking about Kevin O'Connell.
Oh, Kevin O'Connell. Yeah.
Yeah, Minnesota. He's one of the best offensive play callers in all of football.
Yeah.
He's not gonna have that in Seattle. And to be honest, he doesn't have the same offense. You had T.J. Hawkinson. I understand he came back late in the season, but you had the best wide receiver in football. You also had Jordan Addison there. You had Aaron Jones doing some great things from the backfield. Sammy D doesn't have that in Seattle. So sorry, Joey. I love you, buddy. But give me under 7.5, under 8.5 at -120. I got him to miss the playoffs as well. Don't get me wrong. I got to see it to believe it. Would I be shocked if Seattle somehow goes over this mark and see it to the playoffs? Absolutely not. But I got to see Sammy D in this offense flourish like he did last year. Is it possible? Yes, but I got to see it to believe it.
Yeah, they don't have the worst schedule. It's the 13th. It's like middle of the pack.
Yeah.
They're only favored though in 7 games. So I think the number is really smart. If it was at 8.5, I probably would agree and take the under. I love the running back room with Kenneth Walker III. I love the defense. I think the defense will be fine. The front 7, I think the secondary. Honestly, I think Seattle's defense is probably a top 10, maybe 11-ish defense, I think.
I'll say better half. Yeah, better. Definitely top half.
I don't mind the receiving room. I know you went out and got Cooper Kupp. I worry about the quarterback, if I'm being honest. The offensive line is terrible. It's 30th in the league.
And what was the Vikings last year? Top 10?
Yeah. That's a big problem. You know, I think it was just a glaring issue for the Seahawks last year. Now, obviously, they had injuries, but you know they go in, they draft the kid Zabel, 18th overall out of North Dakota. He's gonna be plugged in right away. He should be fine. It is an upgrade, but at the end of the day, he is still a rookie. And you know, I think the quarterback is interesting because, you know, obviously they trade Geno Smith to Las Vegas. They signed Sam Darnold in free agency. He had a breakout season because of Kevin O'Connell, to your point. He was top 5 in the league in touchdowns and yards. Like that's crazy. If he could play at that same level, Darnold is obviously an upgrade. But my worry is that he can't. Now, I think he's an upgrade. I'll say that, but I'm high on Geno Smith. We talked about it last season. His IQ has just developed.
Yeah.
He reads the defense very well. And I think Seattle's pass defense was a game-changing factor in 2024. They sacked the opposing quarterbacks 45 times last year. That was top 10 in the league. And even when opponents were able to get the ball away, the Seahawks only allowed an average of 6.9 yards per pass attempt. That is also top 10 in the league. So I think the defense is going to be able to keep them in games, kid. And I think I counted 7. I also counted 8 a few times. I think the defense, they're going to be able to win ugly games. I am personally banking on Sam Darnold being an upgrade. And I'm banking on this offensive line being better. Will it? The jury's out there. It could also shit the bed and be one of the bottom 5. But if it's a little better, I'll give them a shot. I don't think they'll make the playoffs or anything, but I would go over just because I'm getting plus money as well. So if you like over 7.5, oh no, it's at -145. It's plus money. I looked at the wrong thing. It's plus money to make the playoffs. So I wouldn't lay it, actually. I don't want to lay -145, but I do think they'll be an 8-10 team. Or 8-9, excuse me. So, I don't know. I guess I have a little more faith in them, if I'm being honest. I want to see them do well, if I'm being honest. Talk about a team that's going to sell a team. I think this is the next team they're going to sell, the Seahawks. Let's talk about Sam Darnold, though. Now, top 5 in the league in passing yards, passing touchdowns. His passing yards is at 3,350.5, -114 both ways. Passing touchdown, come down as well, 20.5. He's definitely going to regress here in Seattle. What are your thoughts here for Sam Darnold?
He's definitely going to regress still, but 1,000-yard drop off, I don't think so, though. I think Seattle's going to be playing from. He's going to be passing the ball a little more, I think, in Seattle than he was in Minnesota. So I'm gonna go with the over with the passing yards. 330 and 350 is a little short in my opinion. Maybe if it was like 36, 37, 50. I will question a little more, but 1,000 yard drop off, I expect a drop off deal, but not 1,000 yards. Regarding injury deal, I think he goes a couple hundred yards over this number. So I think 3,350 and a half is just a little short, especially after the season he had last year. That was an impressive season overall. So
Yeah.
shout out Sammy D. Give me the over 330, 3,350 and a half.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I think he's gonna regress, but not that much. And he still has some guys. I'm high. I told you I'm high on JSN. I like Cooper Kupp. I don't mind Noah Fant. I think he's okay at times. They got MVS as well on the other side. We'll see how he does. I think there's 2,000-yard receivers, honestly, with JSN and Cooper Kupp. So I could see the over. I wouldn't bet it. I actually would like the touchdowns more.
See, I'm staying away from the touchdowns. 20 and a half. Don't get me wrong. I think it's very capable, but would I bet it? No. I trust the yards a little more just because he threw for over 4,300 last season. To make him, I think 1,000 yards is a dramatic.
It
He
is.
got to fall off the cliff. You know how people, I think it was Max Kellerman, kept saying Brady's going to fall off. Sammy D has to fall off the cliff to go under 1,000 yards from last season. Come on now. It's a little absurd.
Yeah, no, it is a little absurd. All right, kid, let's go to the next guy, and we'll go to rushing. Kenneth Walker III. His rushing yards is at 850 and a half, minus 114 both ways. I thought the touchdowns was low, 6.5 for Kenneth Walker. I know the offensive line has issues, but 6.5 seemed a little low in my opinion. Minus 122 towards the over, minus 108 towards the under. What are we feeling here for Kenneth Walker III?
I'm with you, Dale. I took the touchdowns over. Give me the over 6.5 touchdowns just because I think he's more of the power back as well over Chardonnay. But I think Zach Chardonnay is going to get some shine as well. So I'm going to stay away from the yards. Don't get me wrong. I think Kenneth Walker III is capable of 900, maybe 1,000-yard plus season. But in reality, I think Zach Chardonnay should honestly get some burn as well. So give me the touchdowns for Kenneth Walker III over 6.5, and then give me the under. Honestly, I'm not gonna take the under. I'm gonna just stay away, but I do lean the under on the rushing yards.
You like Zach Chardonnay?
I think he's a viable second option, Dale, and I think he will get some time. Maybe not like 10 plus carries, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's getting 6, 7, maybe 8 attempts a night.
Yeah, I would agree with that. We'll see how he does as well. It's a nice. I told you. I think the running back room is just fine. I just worry how they'll hold up with that offensive line. Let's go to receiving. We'll start with Cooper Kupp, the newest addition coming over from the Rams, having a fresh start here in Seattle. His receiving yards is at 675 and a half, minus 114 both ways. Touchdowns at 5.5. If you like the over, it's at plus 116, minus 154 for the under. What are we feeling here for Cooper Kupp?
Give me Cooper Kupp over, Dale. I understand people have been saying he's having a down couple of seasons due to injury, but he still went over this mark these past 2 seasons, Dale. And only once in his career he's went under this mark. So I understand new location, new quarterback, new system, but at the end, I think it will be the same old Cooper Kupp who we're gonna put up at least 750, 800 plus yards this season.
All right, let's go to the next guy, and that is my guy, JSN. By the way, Ohio State's it's a factory of wide receivers. I'm being hey.
Remember, it used to be like wide receiver U and LSU. Still is.
But
Ohio State becoming it.
I'm telling you,
970. Stroud might have had the best wide receiving core in history.
Might have been Joe Burrow though.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow was bugging with Coach O.
Yeah, was bugging with Coach Bill, but all those guys are first round picks.
I know.
All four of them.
And Jeremiah Smith is going to be a first round pick.
Did he play with CJ?
No. He played last year. No, he played last year.
CJ had 4 first round wide receivers.
Fucking insane, bro.
I think they all went top 20.
That's why people say, "Oh, the product's not as good." Bro, we are watching 70% of these kids, 80% of these kids are going to be playing on Sunday. You just don't know them. But
maybe
anyway,
not 70, but I'm going to give you 40.
That's 40. Low.
You saying 70% of Ohio State players are getting
No, I'm saying it in D1.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah, 40%. No, there's probably like 7 to this draft, probably 7 to 10 players going into the draft. Now, where they would be drafted, I don't know. But we got 2 first rounders. We have the best offensive player in the country, Jeremiah Smith, and the best safety in the
I was
draft.
just talk about wide receivers.
Yeah, right receiver. Yeah.
Yeah, probably a little higher now, but in general.
JSN, though, big number, 975 and a half, minus 114 both ways. Receiving touchdowns. Love the over 5.5 at minus 130. Unders at minus 102. What are we feeling here for Jeremiah Smith this season? Not Jeremiah. I'm out here talking about Jeremiah Smith. Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yo, I think you got to give me some. I think you gave me credit last year. I hit it on the coffin last year, saying I think he will emerge as the number 1 wide receiver for the team, and he had a better season than DK last season, and I think he emerged as the number 1. That's why they were so easy to not easy, but they didn't mind letting DK walk. Though I think Jackson Smith for Jigba is special. Though I think he's special. Give me over 975 and a half. I'm gonna be honest. Take a sprinkle at him at plus 1,200 yards. I'm gonna be honest. Small piece of bet on it. Still, I think he's special. Give me over 5.5 touchdowns. I think this number is too low. That's why it's at minus 130. It's juice for a reason. If you want parlay him, I think if healthy, he goes way over this numbers. I'm gonna say 8+ touchdowns, and I'm gonna give him at least 1150 receiving yards, maybe 12.
I love that kid. I really think he could have a really big year. And I was telling you, you were right. You were on it last year, but
I had him in every fantasy league. I think besides one.
The kid is so fucking good. He's so fucking good. All right, kid, let's go to the 40. Anything else here for Seattle?
That's it.
All right, cool. Let's go to the San Francisco 49ers. Year 9. Jeez, time flies for Kyle Shanahan. Big Bob Salah. He's the new DC. Obviously, Shanahan calls the plays as well. Down year, obviously, last year, 6-11. Had a lot. They just piece by piece they were falling. You know, they had a lot of injuries. Easiest schedule in the league this year. To win the Super Bowl, 18-1. They have the 4th best odds to come out of the NFC at plus 850. To win the division, best odds at plus 145. To make the playoffs, they are favored at minus 220. If you like them to miss at plus 176. Win total high at 10.5. Minus 115 for the over. Like I said, they are favored in 15 games. They are only underdogs in 2 games, and they are both on the road in back-to-back games in week 5 and week 6 in LA and Tampa. They are only 2-point dogs, and that could change. So, kid, I guess I'll start it. Love them to make the playoffs. I'll take them to win the division. You know, they had 11 picks in the draft, and you know, they just went defense. They got the tight end as well in their first pick, but their front 7, you know, taking a pass rusher, 2 defensive linemen, a linebacker with their 4 of their first 5 picks. They get the edge rusher, Mikael Williams, 11th overall out of Georgia. He is going to be plugged in and playing immediately. And like I said, they have the easiest schedule. Kid, I counted 11. I counted even 13 wins sometimes. So they had the 18th easiest schedule last year, so it was a little harder last year, and it hurt. They were no pun intended. They literally got hurt last year. And yeah, they lost Deebo Samuel to Washington, but you know, the 49ers passing game still, I think is something to be excited about. You know, they have injuries, but Brock Purdy, he averaged 8.5 yards per attempt. That's 3rd in the league. And even if Brandon Ayuk is obviously going to miss the start of the season, the passing game has proved it could withstand injuries. Love Ricky Purcell. I think they'll be just fine in the wide receiving core. You got George Kittle coming off a great season. Jawan Jennings, I think he'll be fine as well. Kyle Juszczyk, Christian McCaffrey as well. Kid, I think Brock Purdy's a top 12 quarter. I ranked him 12th in my rankings. I think Brock Purdy's a top 12 quarterback. They have a top 15 offensive line, top 6 running back room. Receivers, I think, are good. Front 7. I worry about the secondary a little bit. I think they have a top 5 coach in Kyle Shanahan as well. Love this team. I'm going to take them to win the division. Think they're live to come out of the NFC again, and I'm going to take their win total over as well.
Yo, this doesn't really happen often, especially when it comes to football, because you're a wild guy. but I agree with every single statement you just made. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even have to pile on. I'm gonna just go straight to plays still, because I literally agree with every single statement you just made. I think it's gonna be a bounce back season for the San Francisco 49ers team, and I think Kyle Shanahan. I'm gonna be honest still with this schedule. I don't want to get these 49ers fans hype, but if there's a year to set yourself up to finally get over the hump, this might be the year, Dill. Give me over 10.5 wins. I'm with you. I didn't get to 13, but I got to 12 twice. Give me over 10.5 wins. Hands down the most easiest schedule I've seen thus far. I'm going to be honest. I think the 49ers got gifted possibly the number one seed there. I think it's even worth a sprinkle at giving them a chance to be live for the number one seed in football for the first round bye. So give me over 10.5 wins at plus 105. And like I said, take a sprinkle at plus 12 plus wins. And Dale, I'm gonna go right straight to the plays, Dale. I'm gonna go with Coach of the Year first. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. Before we get to Brock Purdy, you got Coach of the Year. Oh, Kyle Shanahan.
Give me Kyle Shanahan, Coach of the Year plus 2,000. The reason I wanted to get right into that deal because that's how I wanted to show how excited I am about this 49ers team. Don't let the drowsy eyes, the tired man from the flight fool you, people. I'm very high on this 49ers team. Give me Kyle Shanahan at plus 2,000 for Coach of the Year. And all throughout all the success he had as a 49ers head coach, he never won this award, Dylan.
No.
Never won this award.
Oh.
He's live, people. Plus 2,000.
I love it. I agree. I think it's going to be a bounce back season. Everyone that's sleeping saying the 49ers window's gone, just be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. I think the 49ers are going to be back. Robert Saleh just wasn't a head coach guy, and that's fine.
Let's not forget, there was a top 5 defense when Saleh was there for consecutive seasons.
And just
went to the Super Bowl with Robert Saleh.
Just look what they did in the draft. Getting Mikael Williams, going defensive tackle, getting a linebacker out of Oklahoma State, getting a quarterback, defensive tackle. They went straight defense. That's what
needed to get younger on that side.
And to get young. And shout out Mac Jones, backup for Brock.
Been there, done that. He went to playoffs.
No, you're right. He did. Yeah, I love this team, kid. I really think they could get the 1 seed and really represent the NFC. I really do. I think this team is so fucking good, and everyone's sleeping on it. Hey, I might be wrong. I've been wrong plenty of times in my life. Wouldn't be the first, won't be the last.
That's what I'm saying. That it doesn't happen usually, especially in football. But we agreed on the 49ers. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I'm not that surprised.
Yeah,
this time.
Brock Purdy, though, let's talk about him. Like I said, he's my 12th ranked quarterback in my model. 3,850.5 for passing yards. Touchdowns, I thought, was a little high at 24.5, especially with the injuries early on to that receiving core. If you like the over, it's at even money, minus 132 towards the under. What are we feeling here for Brock Purdy?
I ain't gonna hold you there. That's the only concern I have about Brock Purdy is the injuries to the wide receiving core right now. If you tell me everybody's gonna be healthy with Jawan Jennings, Brandon Ayuk, Parsley there, Kittle, CMC off the backfield, let's just say week 6. Give me over both these numbers for Brock Purdy. I got 23.5 touchdowns at minus 130. I'll be honest though, like I said, if everybody's healthy week 6 and on throughout the season, even 4 out of the 5 is they're healthy, I like Brock Purdy, 4,000 plus yards, 24.5 plus touchdowns, 23.5 touchdowns at minus 130. I like Brock Purdy a lot this year. Like I said, I'm high on the 49ers. I think they have a bounce back season this year, and I think Brock Purdy is going to put up some numbers as well. Let's not forget, people, we got the bag. He did get paid his way.
Rightfully so, though.
Yeah.
Let's go to rushing CMC. 950.5 rushing yards, touchdowns is at 7.5. He also has receiving yards posted. I don't know if you saw that, 425.5 as well, minus 114. He needs a big year this year, CMC. He was hurt last year. He tried to play through the injury, didn't really work, got hurt again. Fully healthy, great offensive line. I think this is a bounce back year for CMC.
Yeah, overall, I think CMC is special when healthy. We saw it throughout these past couple of seasons, even his last couple of years in Carolina. There's no doubt in my mind. He's always been considered one of the best backs in football. The yards, I'm going to stay away. Don't get me wrong. There's no doubt in my mind. I think CMC could not just go over this mark, but perhaps if healthy has a chance of leading the league in rushing. Let's just be honest. But I'm gonna just stay away. That Achilles, you never know. You never know. So wouldn't be shocked if he misses a couple games. So I'm gonna stay away from the rushing yards. But I do love his over touchdowns. I think 7.5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
We've seen CMC have 3-4 in a game. So I think 7.5. I wouldn't be shocked. Let's just say he's at 5 in 4 games. I wouldn't be surprised by that. So give me CMC over 7.5 touchdowns. And another one, barring injury, I love the 425 receiver.
Yeah, receiving. They love him out of the backfield.
That H-back wheel.
Yep.
Nobody probably you can make a case some people out there, but I think CMC is the top 5, especially on that real route in the NFL at the H-back.
I agree. I'm glad you brought it up because I thought you were gonna skip by it, but the receiving yards is too low for CMC. Let's go to George Kittle. 900 coming off that big year, got paid 900.5 receiving yards, -114 both ways. Receiving touchdowns, 6.5. If you like the over, +118, -158. If you like the under, what are we feeling here for George Kittle?
I think after having a huge season last year, might be Brock Purdy's number 1 target, Dale. After last season, he's been there throughout the year since with Brock Purdy. He's the only one who's honestly constantly been healthy as well. So I'm gonna go another over, Dale. Give me over 900.5. George Kittle, Dale, at -120. I think this number, don't get me wrong, I think it's spot on for any tight end to go over 900 yards is special. But I think George Kittle has solidified himself as a top 5, maybe a top 3 tight end, and maybe Brock Purdy's favorite target. So, and also like his over touchdowns as well, but I love his yards over 900.5.
Yeah, George Kittle's my second ranked tight end. First is Brock Bowers, and then Trey McBride. I really like Trey McBride. I think he's really good. Let's go to Ricky Purcell, 850.5. We had Pete Nova on, I think, last month, and he was talking about how get Ricky Purcell, draft him, and I think especially early on here too. So he's going to go quick. 850.5 receiving yards, -114 both ways. Touchdowns low at 4.5 at -130 towards the over. If you like the under, it's at -102. What are we feeling here for Ricky Purcell?
Love the over 4.5 touchdowns for Ricky Purcell. I think the kid could go up and snag it as well. Let's not forget, the kid took a bullet. So he's tough. And I think he's a great option for Brock Purdy. If this man stays healthy throughout the season, Dale, love the over 4.5 touchdowns. Do like him to go over 850. I'm just going to stay away from his receiving yards, but give me over 4.5 touchdowns for Ricky Purcell.
All right. And then anything else here for the 49ers, kid?
To reach, at least to make the divisional round, +130. I think that's one of my best plays for this San Francisco 49ers team. Like we both agreed, they're live for the number 1 seed. They get the number 1 seed. That's already a locked in +130 to make it to at least the divisional round, Dill. So I think there's no doubt in my mind the 49ers, if they're not the number 1 seed, they at least win a playoff game versus the number 6 or number 7 seed in the NFC. So give me them to reach the divisional round, bare minimum +130.
I love that. Plus money as well. Kid, that's going to do it. Anything you want to get off your chest? I saved this for a reason. I did not give my Super Bowl, my NFC, my AFC. Do you want my Super Bowl and everything? Because I didn't give it on purpose.
Because I gave a few out.
I know. And I didn't know if you caught on, but I did not give mine out. But since you did, I will give mine as well. So let me get this. Let me get my bets here. Where are they? Kid. Let me get it. All right. So divisional winner. Obviously, I have Buffalo Bills out of the AFC East. I got the Ravens out of the North. I got Jacksonville out of the South.
Yes.
Like Kansas City, I wouldn't be surprised if the Broncos won it. I like the Eagles, but I think the value is with Washington. Now that they got Terry McLaurin back in, I think it might be Washington's time. Love my Green Bay ticket now, baby. I got it at +220. They are the favorite right now to come out of the North, but I got Green Bay coming out of there. I got the Bucks coming out of the South, and I got the 49ers coming out of that. To reach the AFC Championship, I have the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mm.
In the NFC, I have the 49ers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Wow. Wow, that's tough.
To play in the Super Bowl. Give me the boys from the DMV. I think it's Lamar's year, baby. Give me the Ravens to play the 49ers, and it's Lamar's year. Give me the Ravens to win the Super Bowl.
I put you on. I put you on, Dale. I'll be honest. First time ever in 5 years?
5 years, yeah.
We have the same Super Bowl pick. This is my AFC Championship game. I got the Baltimore Ravens, and yes, for the first time, no Kansas City Chiefs. Give me the Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills. I think it's gonna be at Orchard Park, Dale. Might be at Orchard Park. I think Lamar Jackson overcomes the hump, reaches the Super Bowl. NFC Championship game, Dale. Give me the 49ers.
Mm-hmm. You like the Bucks pick.
I love the Bucks picks.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, as a fan, love the Bucks pick. Give me the Green Bay Packers to reach the NFC Championship game. 49ers versus the Ravens. I'm sorry, Kyle Shanahan. Give me the Ravens to win it all.
Yep. I love it, kid. I love it. We'll see if we're sharps or we're just absolutely morons. But I think I got a good. You've been good with these. You've been good with these long shots, kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have
good
been
enough. Good
yes.
enough. I'm not gonna say great, but good enough.
Yes, kid. I fucking love it. We're just a few days away, kid. We're just a few fucking days. All right, kid. Before we get to the MLB, we are brought to you by Props.Cash. This segment is brought to you by Props.Cash, the best way to research player props. Elvis and I have been using Prop.Cash for 2 years now, and it's helped us find an edge in several player props. I was on Juan Soto over 1.5 HRR, had a grand slam today. So, on the web or in the app, it's quick visual data on player trends, matchup history, recent performance across every sport. And they're also working on UFC as well. So it's clean, easy to use, reliable stats that make it really easy to spot value. So plans just start at $19.99 a month. And right now you can use our promo code DREAM25 and get 25% off your first month. So download the app now, sign up, monthly subscription, use promo code DREAM25, and you'll be paying just $14.99 your first month. Level up your props research today at Prop.Cash. Kid, let's get to MLB. What do you got here for Tuesday's slate? By the way, you guys released Walker Buehler. He's a bum.
He's a bum. Yes, still. One game, only touching one game for tomorrow's slate. Going slow, easing back in. Do love September baseball, though, people.
Yes.
The
weather,
September.
too.
Yeah. Seattle Mariners taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. I understand the Rays are a little hot right now. I think they won 3 straight, right? I don't know what they did tonight, but they won 3 straight. Brandon Rule on the mound.
That's our boy.
Though. Give me our boy Brandon Rule and the Mariners on the road, -110. Gotta love the environment down in Tampa. I think the Mariners are going to show up. And be honest, they got to take care of business, though. Give me the Mariners -110 on the money line.
Yeah, right now Tampa's up 5-0 against Seattle. So
tomorrow bounce back.
Yeah, I love Seattle too. Brandon Woo's good. I like the Mets too. Our boy Nolan McLean. He's fucking nails, kid. He's nails. -130 is getting up to that price, though. So I do like that. Garrett Crochet, he's not going to win the Cy Young because of Tariq Skubal, but, man, he is so fucking good as well. Yes, I like the Mariners money line. I like the Mets money line. As much as I hate him, I think the value is with Atlanta on the road. +150. Joey Wentz has been pretty good on the road as well. So I think the value is with them. Love the over in the Yankee game. The Yankees are taking on Houston. I know if you don't watch baseball, Max Fried and Framber Valdez, they're good, but they've actually struggled as of late. So I like the over 7.5. I think we could see a high scoring, chaotic kind of game as well. So those are the 3 plays that I like. Kid, you guys, Toronto's kind of cooled down. You have a chance for first place. Don't sleep.
Don't sleep now, Dill. I know the Yankees overtook us the other day, but we're live, Dill. Toronto might be sleeping on the gas pedal.
Yeah.
September, you never know who heats up.
Never
So
know.
right now, my eyes are still on the wild card, Dill. Right now, I think we're up three games in the wild card, but we are live for the division.
Kid, love you. Thanks for coming on. I got a heart out. I got the number 3 pick in the draft that starts in about a minute. Wish me luck.
Hopefully, get Jahmyr Gibbs. If
No,
not,
I'm going Saquon.
good luck.
Yeah,
Good
I'm
luck.
going Saquon, number 3 overall.
How was you get Jahmyr Gibbs? That's
He's
what I did on my third pick.
Yeah, that's you.
No, I'm lying. Bijan Robinson fell. And
Yeah,
I took
he
him.
fell. Okay. All right, kid. Good luck. We'll see you Wednesday. Oh, you heard it. You heard it. It's about to start Wednesday. I will see you then. Good luck. Enjoy the games, and we will see you guys down the road. Peace.